you are and who you should become. Power. The power of worth, elevation, evolving, resistance, respect. I push through the pain to get to the power. I keep going to get this power. I knew that it was given to me by grace and to know my purpose. You get pushed through this pain to get to this power. That tends to give a divine scar, but the power gives you reinforcement. Pushing past the pain to let your voice be heard. Pushing past your fears to let your voice be heard. How much faith do you know to overcome your fears? You have blessing to someone to hear. There's a message in your words. There's a power in your voice. Keep pushing through your pain to keep that power. I keep my faith over fear to have the power in my voice to be heard. You have the power. You are resilient. And you have the strength. Your voice is powerful. And you need to know that you're powerful. Hold on to that power. Hold on to that power. Hold on to that power, which is the power in your voice. Use it to stand by grace. Use it to know your worth. And use it to be ready to show your knowledge. The power in your voice. A platform to be defined, which is inspiring, which is impeccable to give you knowledge, and which is a place for you to grow, to be walking in your purpose and being very amazing. The power in your voice. Hold on to that.
Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for tuning in to Your Power in Your Voice. And today we are here with the awesome author and CEO president of the D.A.G Awards. How are you doing, Miss Gina?
I'm doing great, especially after hearing that intro. I'm so inspired. I love it.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Power in your voice. We got to be here to inspire, motivate, and empower. So, can you tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do?
Oh, yes. You got about 3 hours. Well, I am Gina Gadson. I am author of 5 children's books, Alpha's Adventures. They are books that are learning books, so kids are learning as they have fun. Along with the books, you can also get the coloring books, the characters from the books, keychains. There's a whole line of products that we have for Alpha's Adventure. But I'm really here to talk about Distinguished Authors Guild because this is something that's very near and dear to my heart. This platform honors authors for the hard work that they do. We have one day every year, annually, that we celebrate authors and we really celebrate these authors. It is their day. They are kings and queens, and they get to celebrate the hard work that they do for the books that they put out. And I'm so proud of it. And I'm just happy that I'm able to have this platform for authors to have another way to showcase their books, talk about their books, talk about the other things they do as well. Because, as authors, we have more than one hat. And so they get to talk about all the different things that they do, but at least they get to come out. They dress to impress. We have entertainment. We have hors d'oeuvres. We have champagne. We have a good time in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Listen, listen, listen. Y'all better grab your tickets and go on out
That's
there and
right.
party with them authors. Now tell me, how did you decide to come up with the D.A.G Awards? What was the
Well,
passion behind that?
actually, it was a very dear friend of mine that came up with this idea. As a matter of fact, she had the idea under her, tucked away in her brain for years. And one particular day we were talking, and it was actually 3 of us that were got together, and we were going to do something. We wanted to do something different than the typical book fairs and different things like that. You get that everywhere. You can go to book fairs everywhere. You can go to these different book events, but we wanted to do something different than the norm. And she had this idea that she had never moved on, and we sat down and we talked about it, and we talked about how it was going to look. So initially, and I'm gonna share this with you. Not too many people know this, Shayna.
I getting the secrets.
You're getting the secrets, girl. The initial DAG was Deborah, Andre, and
Mm.
Gina,
Oh
which were
wow.
the three of us. So we took the initials from each the one of our names, and we came up with DAG. Well, Andre got busy. He had to drop out because he was doing some things on his own, and he didn't have time to really put into um, DAG like he wanted to. So he dropped out. So, Deborah was like, okay, well, what are we going to do? Because we had already started with everything with DAG on it.
Mhm.
And so I was like, you know what? I thought about it and I said, let's just call it Distinguished Authors Guild. So, God has a way of planning things out when you don't know he's planning things out, because we thought DAG was Deborah, Andre, and Gina. And God said, oh no, it's going to be Distinguished Authors Guild. And that's how it came about. Now, Deb,
Wow.
she moved away out of it after the first 2 years because she has an author's brunch that she does annually, and it took up a lot of her time. So she had to bow out as well. But I still give her credit for this idea that she brought. And, she laid it out there, and I just really just moved on it and really just pushed it forward.
Now, how many years are we going on strong with the DAG Awards?
4 years, yay! Now I'm not sure yet. Because I think you were in it virtually.
Yes, I've
We
been in it for
started
the
off,
last 3 years, I think.
yes. So
Yep, this is my third year.
we started off in 2020 doing.
Mhm.
We were gonna have it at the Dusabu Museum in Chicago, Illinois. And if you're not familiar with Dusable, Dusable is an African American museum right here in the heart of Chicago. And so I thought it was a perfect place to have an author's award show. And so it kind of fit right in. But the pandemic hit.
Right.
And again, Deborah was like, well, I guess we'll just wait till after the pandemic. And I thought again, my wheels got to turning. Don't
Mhm.
wheels to turning, girl, because they don't stop. And I said, let's do a virtual show. And she really couldn't see how a virtual show would work. And so I got to going. I got to running, and I got to doing things and putting it together. I'm like, this can work. And it was such a success. The first year, we turned around and we did it again the second year. And then last year was the first year that we did it live in Las Vegas, Nevada. A huge success, a huge turnout. We had authors from all over the United States, Chicago, Indiana, Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee. I mean, everywhere. They all came out. We all came together, and we had a awesome, awesome time. And so, you know, having it again in Vegas is so exciting. But I'm not going to give you this tidbit, but I'm going to tease you with this. We may be having it in a different location next year.
Let
Not
me find out.
there, but this might be in a different location than Vegas.
Okay, see, I'm getting some gems. She ain't giving me all the secrets, but we'll take the gems she's dropping right now. So, tell us about the scholarship that is intertwined with the DAG Awards as well.
I wanted to give back. I didn't want it to be, yes, we're celebrating authors, and you guys truly, truly deserve it. I'm an author and I know how much work it takes. Sometimes nights of no sleep, sometimes years of working on this project, putting it to the side, coming back to it. I know what it is to be an author because I'm one myself. So even though we celebrate authors, I still wanted to give back to our use. They'll be coming out here. There are future authors, there are future writers, there are future journalists. And so I wanted to give back. And with the scholarship, that's exactly what DAG is doing. We're giving back to college freshman students in the literary field. So every year we've given out at least a $500 scholarship. The goal is to eventually reach 10 students, giving 10 students $1,000 scholarship. So that's the goal. And God told me we're going to get there. So we
Yeah.
are going to get there.
That is absolutely amazing. That is absolutely amazing, and you're doing an awesome job.
Thank you.
Now for next year, for anybody that's trying to get involved into becoming possible a nominee of the award, how do they get involved and how do they be able to enter their book and things?
Well, it usually we send out communication somewhere around March, beginning in at the beginning of March. We send out communication via social media, our mailing list, and we let everyone know that the Distinguished Authors Guild is now taking registration for your books. All you do is fill out the registration form. There is a $25 registration fee. That fee goes towards the readers. We do have readers who read the books. I'm not the one who read the books. I wanted to stay out of it. I love all the authors, and if it was up to me, everybody would get an award. So I had to move myself out of it. So that $25 goes to paying the readers to read the books and give the feedback based on the criteria. And so once you register, pay the registration fee, you mail your book into the PO box, and we do have um what is it? The online books, the Kindles. We do have I think year before last was the first time we actually got the Kindle books, but we're able to read those as well. So even if you can't mail the book in, you can send the link to your book where the readers can still read it. And then I have no clue who the nominees are until the readers are done, but I don't know who the winners are until the day of the ceremony. So people always asking me, "Do you know if my book made this?" Or I can't tell you. I honestly
Right.
can't tell you because they don't give me that information until the day of. So I don't know anything. I don't know who the winners are, what what category. I don't know any of that. And I'm happy that I don't because I can honestly say I don't know.
Right. I don't know what's the name again of what? Are you talking about the award show? Let me
It is
know as far as what did you want to know, what's the name again of what, and then we'll be able to respond to the question. And also tell me
mhm.
who you are because it says Facebook user. I have no idea.
Well, if they're talking about the Distinguished Authors Guild, and we have a page, you can follow us on Facebook. Follow us because that helps us too. The more people that follow us, the more people who will see us. So tell your friends, follow. It costs nothing.
Yeah, it
Distinguished
says
Authors
the
Guild.
yep, that's what they was asking about the award.
The award show. Yeah, Distinguished Authors Guild Literary Award Show. If you can't make it out to Vegas, you can purchase a ticket to view it virtually. So I know everybody can't jump on a plane and come to Vegas. We all have jobs, we have children, we have responsibilities, financial responsibilities. So it's very understandable. But if you still want to support and view the show, you can purchase a virtual ticket on Eventbrite. All the tickets are on Eventbrite, the in-person tickets as well as the virtual tickets. And the code word is Distinguished Authors Guild.
And if you're having any trouble, just inbox me. I'll be able to get all the information you need to know.
Thank you. Thank you.
So tell us, what's next for Distinguished Authors Guild? Like, I know you said you might change places. What else is going on? I know y'all do more than just the authorness. I know y'all do all these lovely things during the year. So what is
We
next?
do. We have raffles, and the raffles are to help raise money for the scholarship. So we have the raffles, and we have the raffles have been going on since January. We have completed the raffles, but we start in January, and raffle off awesome products. Again, it's on the DAG page. It's on the Distinguished Authors Guild page. All of the raffles that we've held, and I haven't had one single person who was not satisfied with the gifts that they won through the raffle. And I really appreciate all who have supported, all the people who have purchased raffle tickets, all the people who have donated, because this is the only way that raise money for the scholarships is through raffles and donations and ticket sales. We don't have any sponsors as of yet. I'm praying on that. We don't
Me
have any
too.
as of
I'm
yet.
praying on that. Yes.
And I know we will soon,
Hmm.
but at this point, we are only relying on ticket sales, donations, and raffle tickets. So
Absolutely.
if you haven't purchased your ticket, go to Eventbrite, code word Distinguished Authors Guild, purchase your ticket. That money goes towards the scholarships.
And if y'all ain't see it, it's on my page as well. I've shared the video and the Eventbrite link. So if not, inbox me. I'll send you the link. Let's
Thank
support. Hashtag support.
thank
So
you.
tell me, for those, what advice would you give? Because, being an entrepreneur and a business owner is not for the weak. What
I
advice would you
know.
give to someone that's looking to start a business or even becoming an author and taking that step into authorship?
Be patient. You have to have patience because we're in such a microwave society. People want to see results right away. And sometimes you're not going to see results right away. Even when it came to Distinguished Authors Guild, we're not seeing results as of yet, but I know there will be results because I'm going to keep pushing and I'm going to keep on, with the Authors Guild. And I'm going to be honest, Shana, sometimes I wake up and I'm like, this is it for me. I'm not doing this anymore. This is the last year. And then there's always a message from God saying, keep pushing. And so
Right.
I keep pushing. Matter of fact, last week I said, this is the last year. I just don't have the support and the sponsors that I need.
Right.
And God came through and said, no, you're not going to stop because it's helping too many people. And so I said, okay, I'm going to choose another location to bring it to, and maybe that will help financially.
Right.
But you just can't give up.
Right.
You have to keep going. If you give up, you will never know if your business would have failed or succeeded, and you'll
Right.
spend the rest of your life saying, hey, if I would have did this, maybe I would have. And you don't want to do that.
That's absolutely so true. So y'all hear it. Keep going, regardless.
Right.
Cause listen, I understand that moment you be like, all right, I had
Mhm.
enough. I'm good. I'm ready to throw in the towel. And it
Yeah.
always be a reason that pops up and be like, you know what? This is why I do it. This
Mhm.
is why I've got into doing what I do. So,
Absolutely.
question. I know you get so many entries. This year, how many entries did you get?
Ooh, I was close. It was well over 100 entries.
Wow.
And out of the 137 nominees were chosen. So not
Wow.
everyone makes the cut.
Right.
And I always say that does not mean that you don't have a good book. There's certain criteria that the readers have to follow. The very first thing and the most important thing is errors. Have you ever picked up an award-winning book with errors in it? And so if they pick up a book and there's errors, they don't even have to finish reading the book
Right.
because it's not going to go any further. So if an award-winning book, you're going to invest in an editor, you're going to invest in yourself to make sure there are no errors in your book. The other thing is, does it keep the reader's attention? Think about
Right.
those books that you picked up and you couldn't put it down until you were done. Or if you had to put it down, you couldn't wait to get back to that book. Those are the kind of books we're talking about. Those are the ones that get nominated because I get phone calls and text messages all the time saying, oh my gosh, this book, such and such, oh, you got to read it yourself. I have to keep this book in my library. Or they refer it to other people, friends and family. They refer those books to other people. And the readers get to keep those books. So they have a large library because they don't have to return the books, but they're happy to keep a lot of them because they're very good books. And then the third criteria is, does it catch your attention? If you're walking through a bookstore or past a shelf of books, what turns your head? What book out of all of those that are sitting there catches your attention? So the book has to catch your attention. And so those are the three criteria that they have to go by in order for those books to be nominated.
Well, I'm gonna let you know the interviewers that I've read already, they are excited. Because that is one of the questions, one of my interview questions I asked them. How excited was you when you got your email? And they was like, listen, they was in there talking about how they was dancing and how they listen, they had the hallelujah going on. Listen, they are
Amen.
excited. They are excited. They are honored and they are honored to be nominees. So just know they are ready to turn up with you in
Awesome.
November. So tell them once again, where is it going to be, how they can get to it, and and what date it's going to be.
Well, the gala and the show is November 8th in Las Vegas, Nevada at Kev's Music Hall. Beautiful place. And there are two types of tickets you can purchase. You can purchase the tickets on Eventbrite. The code word is Distinguished Authors Guild. Three words, Distinguished Authors Guild. And you can purchase the virtual tickets or the in-person tickets for $75. That's for the show only. For the show and the gala, the tickets are $100. Now, the gala is something special. This is the pre-show. So anyone with the VIP tickets, they as well as the authors and one of their guests, they come along to the gala and we network. We have a lot of fun. They get to sell their books during that time. Um, they get hors d'oeuvres and champagne. They get a DAG bag. The DAG bag consists of Chick-fil-A coupons, a personal bottle of champagne. Mm.
Mhm.
There is a keychain, a DAG pen, a T-shirt, lots of goodies in the bag. It's a value of $50. So you purchase that $100 ticket, you're getting a DAG bag worth $50. So it's well worth it.
That is awesome, awesome, awesome. So, Gina, tell them some nice, inspiring words and then tell them how to contact you.
Inspiring words. If you listen, everyone has a book inside of them. If you've been thinking about writing that book and it's been in the back of your brain for years, go ahead and do it. What stops a person from writing a book is that they think that when those words hit the paper and they're done, they're going to have a finished product. Is that true, Shanna?
They listen. You still got some work to do once you write and type it up. It's still more to go.
There is a lot more to
Your
go.
your job is not done yet.
Actually, it's just getting started.
You're right.
So just write those thoughts down on the paper. Don't think about organizing it at that point. Don't think about how, having a book at that point. Write your thoughts down. I was one to talk it into my phone so that it could type it for me in my text,
Mhm.
and I wouldn't have to worry about trying to find paper and
And
pencil.
pen.
So however you want to do it, speak it in your phone, write it down, put it in on a piece of tissue. Write the thought down because I'm gonna tell you, by the time you reach your destination, the thought is gone and you can't remember what it was you thought about.
Right. Right.
so, so if you have that inkling that you want to write a book, do it. Do it. We have so many first time authors that have won the Distinguished Authors Guild Award. So get out there, write that book. Somebody is waiting on it. Sometimes it's an inspiration, sometimes it's a message for someone, but if you never write it, it never gets to that person who needs it.
Tell them again now. Tell them again now, Gina.
That's
Write the
right.
book.
If you never
Write
write
the
it,
book.
it will never get to the person who needs it.
Amen. So tell them how to contact you or reach out to you or work with you.
Anyone may reach me at Distinguished Authors Guild 1 at gmail.com. All one word, Distinguished Authors Guild 1 at gmail.com. Make sure you put that S in authors, no apostrophe. AUTHORS, Distinguished Authors Guild 1 at gmail.com. Reach out to me. Many times people just have questions or they want to know what direction to go in now that they've written their books. Or I'm one to share knowledge. I know a lot of people charge for knowledge. I'm one to share my knowledge. If you have a question, I'm going to answer your question. I don't charge you for that. If you need to know of a publisher or an illustrator or anything like that, I can send you in that direction. So reach out to me with any questions that you have.
Listen, it's been an honor to have you on my platform. It's been an honor to know you as a friend. And it's
Yes.
been an honor to always get to interview this amazing lady. I'm telling you, she's a bundle of knowledge. Don't be afraid. She will answer the questions and she's serious about it. Because I know I've been in her inbox more than once, like, hey, I got a question for
It's
you.
this long, y'all. That's
Right.
okay. I love it. I love it. I've been knowing you for so many years, and you've always been an inspiration. And I just love the way you move. I love the way you move around and inspire and give back to others. And I just love it. And I love seeing you. And ever since we met 3 years ago, I've followed everything that you've done.
And I appreciate it. And I see we finally see this is what you call networking, guys. If y'all don't know, this is how it works. You meet somebody, you start networking,
That's right.
listen, and show consistency.
That's
That's how
right.
people, because see, you got to show that you believe in your vision for people to also believe in the vision that you have as well. But you got to show
That
that you
right
believe in
there.
your same vision too. So you
That's
have to
right.
invest in yourself along the way. Telling y'all, it
Amen.
works.
Mhm.
Because mind y'all, she's in Indiana, I'm in New York.
And we have networked on so much stuff. As
Mm-hmm.
far apart as we are,
Right.
we have managed to still be able to network, help each other, give each other inspiration, say, hey, do you need this? I need that. And we are
Mm-hmm.
there for each other.
Yes. I'm telling y'all, support goes a long way, and you got to learn to give it to get it as well.
That's right.
You can't just think that somebody's gonna give it to you and then you're not gonna get it back. It takes pulling tusks from each other side. So
Hmm.
always remember, if you have the ability to want support, you have to give it as well. And us as authors, it should be no reason why a simple share is hard to do. Because
Yes.
support doesn't always mean money.
That's right.
You know what I
That's
mean?
right.
Support can just be somebody sharing, commenting, giving you empowerment, showing you that you are what you're worth you are. Because I remember my first time when I was actually nominated, my very first time, I thought I was about to have a heart attack. Like, oh, yeah, I did. Oh, listen, I'm telling you, you open that email, it's like, whoa. And that gives you the inspiration to know that your work did not go unnoticed. Because,
Absolutely.
like she said, those long nights, those sleepless nights, it becomes a task. And I've been where she's been when you just want to throw the towel in. Like, I don't know if I
Hmm.
want to do this no more. So
Hmm.
I'm
But you
telling
have to
you,
build that community, and that's what
yes,
Distinguished Authors Guild is, a community of authors. And I know you met a lot of authors along the way through Distinguished Authors Guild, and
I
you've
have.
collaborated with a lot of authors along the way. And that's what it's all about. It's not, yes, we're going to celebrate, and we celebrate hard that one night, but it doesn't stop there.
Right.
Whatever you're doing, if I have the connections to get you that next foot up, I'm doing that. We have a lot of authors that now have podcasts because we brought them on Dope Living TV on our podcast, and they wanted to move in that direction, and we helped them move into that direction. We have authors that are now writing full page magazines because they started with Distinguished Authors Guild. We have authors that have sold thousands of books to schools and also to fraternities for the same reason, because they were recognized in Distinguished Authors Guild. Now all eyes are on them. And so it's a community to do more than just celebrate, but to take it even further.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the ones that's watching now and watching later, it was an honor to have Miss Gina on tonight, today, this evening, or whenever you're listening at the moment.
Right.
But I have been your host, Sheena Goodine, better known as the lady behind the mask. This has been the power in your voice. We are always here to empower, motivate, and inspire. You can find me on Facebook as the lady behind the mask. You can find me on Instagram as lady behind the mask 22. And you can always email me at sheenamastermotivation@gmail.com or escadine16 at gmail.com. Or you can always hit my website, www.sheenamastermotivation. Thank you and have a good
Thank you
night,
for having
guys.
me. I
No
appreciate you.
problem.